once a criminal who'd committed a crime. And that's obviously why he was called a criminal. Anyway, he was sent to the king for his punishment. The king told him he had a choice. He could be hung by a rope, or he could take what's behind the big, dark, scary, mysterious iron door in the corner of the room. The criminal quickly decided on the rope, and as the noose was being slipped on him, he turned to the king and asked, "By the way, out of curiosity, what is behind that door in the corner of the room?" The king just laughed and said, "You know, it's funny. I offer everyone the same choice, and nearly everyone picks the rope." "So," said the criminal, "tell me, what is behind that door? I mean, obviously, I won't tell anyone, will I?" So, the king paused, and then he answered, "Freedom. Freedom is behind that door. But it seems most people are so afraid of the unknown that they immediately take the rope." What are you most afraid of? We all fear something at some time, don't we? It's part of the way that we are. Fear of the unknown, fear of the worst case scenario, fear based on what we may have experienced in the past. It's been observed that much of human fear, in the final analysis, is actually the fear of death. Some people fear flying. It's not because there's any intrinsic fear of the actual experience itself. It's because we wonder if the plane will stop flying before it reaches its destination. In the Bible, death is described as an enemy. The term enemy comes from the Greek word ekthros, related to ektos, which means hate. Death is a hated thing, and it's hated because of what it does to us and to our loved ones. One of the reasons for Jesus' life and mission was to deal with this enemy called death. In his first letter to the Corinthians, St. Paul says, "Death will be abolished or rendered inactive." Death is depicted as a master who enslaves, and that naturally horrifies us. Even with all our medical skill in the 21st century, we can't stop death. We're tragically seeing that during the COVID-19 pandemic. Death isn't something we will ever be able to master, though, by human achievement. The Christian belief is that in Jesus' death and resurrection, death is ultimately a defeated enemy. Those who belong to Jesus will one day be raised to a new life, just as he was. And so as we learn to trust in God, we find that Jesus deals with our fear of death. Once we begin to trust in him, then there's nothing, absolutely nothing, that can ever separate us from him. Not even death. The follower of Jesus has hope in this world and hope for the next too.